I'm gonna do a garden tour August 9th, I think it is, somewhere around there. The flowers are really beautiful this year. I won't name them all because I can't remember all the names. They're really pretty. This cosmos hasn't flowered yet. I had 3 real spindly looking things and 2 of them died. This one grew. And here's the flowering tobacco, which is just starting to flower. And the Queen Anne's lace is starting to flower. This is just wild, of course. And the jewelweed is flowering, and that's wild too. Here's some fall crops I still need to put out. Lasiental kale, fennel, and I've got some more Chinese cabbage and bok choy, celery. Buckwheat, still flowering. Bumblebees are liking it, and there's a honeybee. Here's the naked ladies. Flowers came up. Here's the other flower patch. Just kind of let it go wild this year. For better or worse. Hollyhocks. These were all volunteer. I didn't plant any of those. I did plant these. Dahlias. And the down in here is gladiolas that I transplanted out. And there's some pink ones. I've never seen these pink gladiolas before. They were all red in the past. And here's the cleome. And back there is a big thistle. These raspberries spread out from the big patch that used to be there. These are mostly golden berries. And you can see there's a few of these Japanese beetles around, but not like other years. There aren't very many. It would be a good year for raspberries. But these I didn't trim back or anything, and they have a good crop of berries on them. So we'll see how they mature. I actually had some summer crop berries. I didn't cut them back at all this year. I just let them grow. They're almost like they're having 2 crops. Well, these are the newer vines. The older vines already had berries on them. And in here, I have Chinese cabbage and bok choy and lettuce. And I planted a row of turnips here, I think. There's the basil patch. Did really well this year. I recommend this variety of Thai basil. It grows like a bush and it doesn't bolt. Not very fast. And here I have some carrots under here. Something was eating them, so I put the cover on there. And I tried planting some more carrots. I haven't had good luck with... Oh, there's a cow across the road making a lot of noise, isn't it? And these This is where I had zucchini, but they all died. I didn't get much off of them, but the summer squash is doing well, so I planted more summer squash. And here's the summer squash I started much earlier. Look at all the blossoms. And look at, there's some nice summer squash. I have to pick these today. They grow so fast. So, not disappointed on summer squash. And this was where I planted radishes and some carrots. I planted carrots in here, and some of them germinated. I don't think I had good seed this year. Oh, here's some. See? These germinated pretty well. And I don't remember which ones they were. If they were my Bolero seed or if they were the sugar snacks. But I'll have a good row of carrots here. This variety, there's not a single one up. And this variety looks like a mole went right down the middle of my carrot row. But I see nothing in this. No carrots. And here I have radishes, which I labeled, but I can't read that. It's some kind of a Korean radish. And I got some more radishes here. So I only need a few of these. I usually plant too many. These are doing real well. These are Bora King. These are the ones that get purple. And there's some more radishes. These are April Cross. These are like a giant daikon. And these are I can't read that. Alpine Gold. So they're a big Korean radish. So I'll have plenty of radishes, and I planted some more radishes because, like I said, I gotta have too many and to give away. The green beans have done really well. This variety, I don't like this variety so much. It's Burpee Stringless. I don't know, I'm never too impressed. They kind of get seedy fast, and probably won't grow this variety anymore. But these, I just had 2 plants germinated. These were called Big Kahuna, and they did really well. They get real nice, big, tender green beans on them. I just picked them. See how long they are? And they don't get all seedy. And I have one other variety over here, which is I think it's like a Blue Lake bush type, although it tends to vine. They're okay. And this one here that's flat, I don't know what that is. The seed company must have put in the wrong seeds in there, because those don't look like the other ones. And here is blue flax. Not many flowers yet. This was yellow. This is yellow clover. And this is crimson clover, which is just starting to flower a little bit. And I put the fence around it because the one year before I tried growing this crimson clover, the rabbits loved it and ate every bit of it. The sweet corn I've had for a couple weeks, and I've got maybe one or two more pickings. There's a few ears left in here. I've been eating sweet corn every day for a couple weeks, as much as I can eat. So there's not much left now. And I guess the 2 strands of my electric fence kept all the critters out. This is a wild tomato that came up and I let grow, which I don't know why I did, because it's hard to get this area reused with a big tomato. And this is Brussels sprouts. I forget which variety. I think I have 2 varieties in here. And they're starting to make little Brussels sprouts. These are some red type of a hybrid tomato. None ripe. But look at here. I finally got a ripe tomato. These are the Lemon Boy. So I'll come and pick this. It'll be my first ripe tomato of the year. I don't know what happened to this one. I'll just pick that off. And I have one other tomato variety. These are a paste tomato. I forget the variety, but the seeds were real expensive. These are Lemon Boys. So are these kind worth it? I don't know. I'll wait till they ripen up and see. I guess there's plenty of them on there, but I don't know if I'd grow them again. I'd grow a different kind of paste tomato. The peppers, these are Red Flame, I think. They're loaded up. Last year I didn't have any cayenne peppers because I mislabeled something. This year I'm making up for that. Bumper crop of cayenne. And there's a bumper crop of these. These are called a Reba. They're like a yellow jalapeno. They're super hot. Pretty darn hot. Hotter than regular jalapenos. And I do have some regular jalapenos here somewhere. Oh, right here. One of my plants broke off. These are loaded up with jalapenos. Look at all those big giant. I think these were El Jefe maybe variety. And then here is, I'm not sure. These might be a sweet peppers. And these are another sort of like cayenne. These are called Red Ember. They're kind of stouter than those other cayenne types. And they're pretty warm. And I have some yellow bell peppers, Sweet Sunrise in here, but none of them are ripe. But you can see there's peppers on here. These other ones are supposed to be like Escamarillo, an orange type of sweet pepper. Another day, one of these, after the storm, one of these big giant, one of these broke off the whole plant. These giant jalapenos. But look at all the peppers I have. If you need peppers, get in touch. This branch broke off. Too heavy. And this pepper plant was the one I slid open the stem that there was a borer in, and it grew back. So you can save plants when you get corn borers in them. So a decent pepper year, and the plants are doing well. But what I had to do after the plant broke off, I went through and packed dirt around the stems to support the plants up. I had to bend all these plants back up and pack dirt around them to hold them up. And here's some more carrots I started. I covered up, and I planted something to the side of those too. I don't even remember what now. Lettuce, I think. And the cucumbers came back. Well, I planted some more late crop ones. I didn't know if these would make it, but they made it. So here's lots of cucumbers. See, here's another plant that just died. The wilt disease. I was afraid they were all going to die, but some of them survived. And the ones that survived, These are called Hitachi, a white long cucumber. And get it out of there, see? These are super prolific. These were Max Packs, pickling type. I don't know, they're okay, they're hardy, they survived well from the wilt, but they're super tough cucumber. You know, even in pickles, I don't think I'll grow this variety again. Even though they are super, a few of them died, I guess, but. And I planted some more cucumbers there. These are the Korean cucumbers. They're pretty good this year. They're a long one. I need to pick these. But you can see the other one died. So I'd say 50% of my cucumbers died. These I planted directly in the soil. These are, I can't remember the variety. I grow them every year. They're really good. They're a really nice tasting cucumber. Super hardy. They produce late. And they were very resistant to the wilt disease. I have to look up the variety. Mr. Crunchy or Crunch something. There's some more of the Hitachi. So what else is in the garden? Here's where I harvested the potatoes. I had like, I don't know, 100, 200 pounds of potatoes in this patch here. Look how big the vines were. They were huge. Giant vines. And this is where the garlic was, and I had buckwheat here. And then I mowed and tilled the buckwheat in. And I got my fall crops in here. Chinese cabbage, bok choy, maybe something else. My battery's dying, so I better hurry up. This is the hybrid popcorn up over my head. Here's the melon patch. These watermelons, Crimson Sweets, didn't do well at all. And this was a type of muskmelon, a hybrid, and there's some in here. None of them close to ripe yet, but there's quite a few in here. We'll see if they make it. Nothing eats them. There's a watermelon. I think this was I can't remember the name. Some kind of a Japanese melon. And finally, way back at the end of the garden are some sweet dumpling type of. There's not a lot in there for a lot of plants. I'm not sure why there's one. But I always grow too many anyway, so. There's another one. There's one. So I'll have enough of these, but they didn't do as good as some years. I forgot to show this corn. This is called Norstein Dent. It's for like a flower corn. Here's one the bird's been pecking at. Let's take a look and see what it's like for cornmeal. It's a dent corn. I was afraid these corns would all cross with the sweet corn and this, but I'm going to have to let these mature. At least the birds aren't pecking too many of them. Here's a volunteer potato I should dig up. I forgot about that. So, lots of tomatoes coming on. Nice, cool fall like day, even though it's August 9th. It's very cool.